welcome to SmokinSteve's. We got a good one for you today. We're gonna be smoking up some beef ribs. It's one of my favorite meals, beef ribs. I love beef ribs, guys. And we're gonna be using a smoker, the Recteq Deck Boss 800. I've only had it a couple months, and we're gonna put it through its paces today for about a 6-hour smoke or so, and see how it holds temperatures, and so on and so forth. But let's take a look at these ribs. Here they are, guys. We just got 4 beef ribs today, and I want you to look at these. Got the bone here on this side and all that meat here on top. This is gonna make for some good eating. Look at these. But first we gotta get them all rubbed up, get our seasoning on there, and I'll show you what we're gonna do. Okay, first of all, I'd like to put a mustard base on there. This acts as a binder for a rub or seasoning or whatever we're gonna use to put on there. But if you don't like mustard, no worries. You're not even gonna taste it. You're not even gonna know it's on there. But you wanna apply some mustard on this. We'll get it spread around here in a minute. That'll give our seasoning something to stick to. Just kind of brush that around. So guys, I like to use Montreal steak seasoning and Traeger coffee rub for my seasoning. And I know there's a lot of different things you can use. And if you got a favorite, go ahead and leave that in the comments section. What rub or seasoning you like to use on your beef ribs, or just beef in general. And if you don't use mustard, do you use a binder? Do you use mayonnaise? Do you use olive oil? What do you use? Maybe nothing at all. Let me know, guys, what you like. I like hearing from everybody. So we got our mustard on there now. I'm gonna give my hands a quick wipe. And got some Montreal steak seasoning right here. This is what I like on the beef. We're gonna put, this bottle's about full, so I'm gonna have to work at it to get it out of here. We're gonna give it a kind of a liberal coat here. So let me know, guys, what you think in the comment section. Maybe use Montreal steak seasoning too. And if you haven't tried it, you might want to give it a try, because it really gives a good flavor. Salt, pepper, garlic, a lot of good stuff in there. Then after I get that on there, I like to follow that up with some Traeger coffee rub. Gives a little extra spice, a little bit of heat. We'll put some of that on there. And that's all we're going to do to get these guys prepped up. Next thing will be getting that smoker going, getting it up to temperature. I think we're going to smoke these at 250 today. You can smoke them at 225, whatever you want. But we're going for 250 today. So guys, let's go ahead and go outside there and get that Recteq Deck Boss all fired up. Deck Boss 800. I'm loving this thing so far. I've had maybe half a dozen cooks on it. Everything's been delicious. Everything went nice and smooth. Temperature regulation was great, but we'll see how it does today on this 6-hour smoke. And today we're going to be smoking with BearMountain pellets. I always use BearMountain. They're really dependable. They have a lot of different flavors, probably 20 some. I don't even know, I lost count. but they got a flavor for you. And not all pellets are created equal, but BearMountain is one of the best, and that's all I ever use. So let's go outside and get that Deck Boss fired up. So here's what we're cooking on today, the Deck Boss 800, made by Recteq, and I already got it fired up. Got the set temperature at 250, and the actual temperature is 81. And let's take a look at these BearMountain pellets in this hopper here. Those are bold pellets, bold flavor. I'm going to go ahead and add a few more pellets to the hopper and let this guy get heated up, and then we'll be putting those beef ribs on. Okay, I lit this baby between 5 and 10 minutes ago, and we're up to about 143 degrees, 145. It's climbing pretty quick, and I got my beef ribs setting here. And what I like to do is put my meat and stuff on there ahead of time before it gets up to set temperature. Because if you wait to gets up to set temperature and then open the lid, put your cold meat on and everything, that temperature is going to drop way down, and it's going to feed more pellets, and chances are it's going to overshoot your temperature. So I like to put it on a little bit early and let that grill heat up with the meat and stuff in there. So I'm going to go ahead and get that meat on here, and then we'll let it get up to set temperature and let them smoke. And we're going to be spritzing these along the way. Normally I use apple juice and water mixture, 3 to 1. Today I'm going to be using Worcestershire and water, 4 to 1 ratio, and I'll be spritzing about every hour or so. So actual temperature is showing 182 right now. Set temperature's at 250, and the meat's on. So we're just going to kick back and let her smoke, and we'll keep an eye on that temperature and see how it regulates. Okay, these beef ribs have been on here about 45 minutes or so, and I don't know whether you can see it or not, but there's a real faint bluish smoke coming from the smoker, and that's what we're looking for. Bluish in color. That's a nice clean smoke. Pretty tough seeing it, but there's some smoke coming out of there. That's nice and bluish white, nice clean smoke. Not all pellets are going to give you that nice clean smoke. Some of them smell really nasty when you burn them. They burn dirty, but these BearMountain, they've never failed me yet. So let's let these guys smoke, and we'll be spritzing these here with the Worcestershire and water 4 to 1 mixture here in a few minutes. Okay, those beef ribs have been smoking on there for about an hour or so, and I got my spritz all mixed up here. 4 to 1 ratio, 4 water, 1 part Worcestershire sauce, and we're going to go out there and give those a spritz. Now we want to do this as quick as we can. We don't want to leave that grill lid open for any length of time. We want to do it as quick as we can so we don't get that temperature fluctuation. If you leave it open, all that heat's going to escape. That's going to be dropping more pellets in, and it's going to overheat and go back and forth and back and forth. So you want to be quick and get that thing closed back up and just let it run its course. If it does go up a little bit, just let it run its course. Don't try to adjust anything. You're just better off leaving it alone. And so far, I haven't opened the lid or anything, and we've only had a fluctuation of maybe 1 or 2 degrees. And I can show you that a little later on in the graph. But let's go out there and get these guys spritzed up. Okay, let's get this guy opened up here. The reason we wait an hour or so before we spritz these, we want that rub and that seasoning to stay on there. So we're just going to give them a light coat. Get that lid shut. And you want to, if you can, have it on a fine spray. You don't want a big old coarse spray and blow that seasoning off. So let's just let them smoke. Okay, 2 hours into the smoke. Time to give her a spritz. As you can see, we're starting to shrink off the bone here. That's what we're looking for. Get her closed up. Let her smoke. Okay, we're into hour number 3. Look at these guys. Really poofing up and shrinking up off the bone. Looking good. So we're going to give these guys another spritz. Now, if you was going to wrap these, now would be the time to wrap them. Like the 3-2-1 method. 3 hours of smoking, 2 hours wrapped, and then 1 hour out of the wrap with the barbecue sauce. But I don't think I'm going to wrap these, so we're just going to let them go. See how they turn out. Okay guys, I did go ahead and decide to wrap these up. Just a little over 3 hours. I checked the temperature and it was about 165. And that outside of those beef ribs was getting a little crispy or crusty. So we decided to wrap them up and soften that crust up a little bit. Yeah, so we're going to leave them wrapped for a couple hours and then we'll be taking them out. And then we'll be taking them out of the wrapper. Okay, those beef ribs have been on there about 5 hours and they're still out there on the smoker all wrapped up in foil. Trying to get that meat a little tender for us and so on. But it's time for that to come out of the foil. And now you need to make the decision whether you're going to put barbecue sauce on them or not. I like to go with no barbecue sauce because I like to taste the meat. I think the meat should stand alone by itself without the barbecue sauce. But some people like to put the barbecue sauce on there. Some like to put it on heavy. Now if I do put it on, I like to give it a real light coat and let it set up and get a little tacky. But I think I'm going to pass on the barbecue sauce this go around and just get them unwrapped. Let them get up to 203, 205. Then pull them inside here and maybe have a little barbecue sauce on the side. If you want to coat them up with barbecue sauce then you can. But I like to taste those ribs by themselves too without the sauce. And if need be, we can sauce it up and go that route too. So I'm going to go out there and get them unwrapped and let these guys finish up. Wow, I just pulled one of these beef ribs off the grill here to get it unwrapped. And when I unwrapped it, that came right off the bone. Look at that. That's really going to be good. Okay, I just stuck a temperature probe in here, and that's reading 205 internal temperature. So these are probably done. Okay, guys, I got a good surprise out there. After 3 hours of smoking, 2 hours wrapped up in the foil, internal temperature of those beef ribs were 205, 207. Probe tender, so really they're done. And I already decided I wasn't going to add any barbecue sauce on them anyway, so we got them sitting here. They're looking good and smelling good. We're going to let them rest a little bit, and then we're going to be doing a taste test. Okay, here's what they're looking like. Look at this. They just fall right off the bone. It's crazy. Look at that. It's gonna make for some good eating. It's a good day at SmokinSteve's. Okay, I just went ahead and removed that meat from these bones. It was falling off of there anyway. And I cut into one right in the middle. Look at that. Nice little smoke ring. Nice and juicy. Smelling good. And oh yeah, I got my little piece right here. We're going in. Good. Nice and moist, tender, flavorful. It's really good. Guys, give these beef ribs a try. One of my favorites. Those BearMountain pellets, they came through in flying colors. That Recteq Deck Boss just varied a few degrees from set temperature, maybe 3 degrees. Everything went perfect. We're in for some good eats today. Guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and share this video. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next one.